Hey guys, it's Andrea, and today I am doing a Q&A video. This question is from Rambly Bookworm, and she asks, what would your fear landscape be? I hate swarms of bugs. It's just... So I'd probably be stuck in like something with bugs crawling all over me. The next question is from Pauline C. Harris, and she asks, first, what is the best book I've ever read in my life, and what is the worst book I've ever read? I don't know if I can pick an absolute, but I will say one of the worst and one of the best. For one of the worst, I'm going to have to say Mortal Touch by Leah Clifford. I just really disliked that book, sort of with a passion, and I know there are books that are rated lower than that, but that book just, one of the best books I've read, I'm gonna have to say Crown of Midnight, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I thought that book was just so spectacular and amazing. The next question is by Peruse Project, and she asked, how do you decide on hair color? You always have really cool hair. Thank you, first of all. I don't know, I just kind of go wherever my brain, thoughts, ideas, I don't know, take me. This next question is definitely interesting, and this is from CC Books, and she asks, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what book would you choose to fight with? Whether it be because of size, or you just hate the book that you don't care if you ruin it. So the answer I chose for this is actually the book of The Invention of Hugo Cabret. I haven't actually read this yet, but it's freaking thick. But also, because this book has pictures, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of times these pages are thicker and it's heavier. Like, this is heavy. It's thick, it's heavy. I feel like it'd be really good bashing over people's heads. The next question is from Brit Chick 101, and she has two questions actually. The first is, are you open to trying new genres? And yes, I kind of go all over the place, at least I try. And the second question from her is, do you ever buy a book without knowing what it's about? Yes. I feel like in a lot of my hauls, when you actually look at it, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. The next question is from Anna Amario, and she asks, if you had to pick one genre to read for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm gonna go with fantasy, simply because fantasy just kind of includes so much. The next question is from Manda the Glittery Nerd, and the question is, what book do you think would make a good movie? I think that the Legend trilogy would make an awesome series. The next question was by Max Solito, and the question was, what is your favorite book of the year so far? So far this year, I think I've read 80 or 81 books or something like that, so there's a lot to choose from. And I'm not really sure what my favorite would be. Actually, I'm going to change this question a little bit because it's just way too broad. And I'm going to say my favorite book of an indie author so far this year. I'm going to have to say it's Black Beast by Nina Campbell. It's so good. It's paranormal, but it's just done so right. The next question is by Green Eyed Girl, and the question is, which book to movie adaptation is your favorite? I have to go with Catching Fire. I thought it was brilliant. The next question is by Angie Bell, and she asks, what is a good contemporary series that I should have in my collection? I would go with something by Gail Forman, because I'm obsessed with her, and I would probably say If I Stay and then Where She Went. The next question is by Ashley Reeds, and the first question she asks are, what are some of my non-bookish hobbies? First of all, I love writing. I love music. I also really love watching movies and TV and just kind of hanging out with people and just enjoying life. Number 2, favorite underrated book that you think everyone should read. I'm gonna repeat one I already said. This one is definitely underrated, and it is called Black Beast by Nina Campbell. Go check it out. The next question is by Samantha Ramirez, and the question is, I see you have Unwind and Unholy on the bookshelf. On your bookshelf, did you enjoy those books? I have not read Unholy, and I really don't plan to, because I read Unwind, but I wasn't a huge fan. The thing I loved about it was the concept, but I'm not a huge fan of the writing. The next question is from Madalena Simoes, and her question is, which is worse, failing or never trying? It's worse to never try, because if you don't try, you'll regret it. There are things where I push myself to try things because I know if I don't do it, I'll regret it. But sometimes it's hard to get yourself to do something just because of the fear of failure, and I hate failing. but I definitely have to say that it's better for me to fail than to not even try. Even if it's hard to get myself to do it, I will regret it more if I didn't try, and I'd rather fail than regret. The next question is from Susie Wang, and she asks, where is your favorite place to read? And I'm going to have to say right there on my bed. The next question is from Joanna Esquivel, and the question is, how many books do you have in total? And the answer is, I have no idea. A lot, but yet not enough. The next question is from Sherilyn Crosby, and the question is, how in the world do you read so much? It's like amazing. I'm a fast reader. I love reading, so I do it. I have no pacing or self-control, and I don't ever sleep. So that's how I do it. The next question is from SUSBBYFY, and the question is, if you had to get rid of all your books but 5, which 5 books would you choose to keep? First of all you people asking what books I'm going to get rid of and keep are evil. But I forgive you because I did this to people on their channels all the time because I'm evil as well. Here I'm going to go with. I wouldn't get rid of If I Stay, I would keep you. If I Stay, you're staying with me. So choose to stay, girl. I'm going to keep Prodigy because I love that book. Despite the fact that it's the second one, I'm keeping you. I'm going to keep Catching Fire. That's also the second one, but I'm keeping you because I can't choose the whole series. I'm so sorry, but I'm keeping you. Both of you. And I'm going to keep what am I going to keep? And then I'm going to keep the last book, the Gallagher Girl series. I can't think of what it's called right now, but I loved that book, so I'm keeping it. Is that 5? That's 4. What's my 5th book going to be? Oh no, guys, what's my 5th book going to be? Oh, easy, Crown of Midnight. A bunch of these are sequels, but I'm keeping you anyways. And then all of the other books are gone. That would suck. The next question is from The Book Addict, and she asks, how did you decide how to organize your books on your shelf? Well, to be honest, I'm not quite satisfied with how they're done. I don't think I'm ever going to be satisfied because there's no perfect way, because genres can't be organized perfectly because there's some that cross over and they don't quite fit any specific category, and it just drives me crazy. So basically, it's like size of the book in like hardcover, paperback, and then genre, and then alphabetized by author. The next question is by Hope Tweedale, I don't know. Basically, the question is, if you were to open a bookshop, what would you name it? Andrea's Bookshop. I'm so creative. The next question is from Toby Fink, and the question is, what are your favorite and least favorite book covers? This is one of my favorite book covers. This is one of my least favorite. The next question is by Goldfish5001. Do you read books on Wattpad? What is Wattpad? The next question is by iShield2010, and the question is, what urged you to do BookTube? Basically, I don't really have book reading friends in real life, so I found this community and I was like, hey, I want to do it too because I want to get to know more people, and making videos seems fun, and now I have a reason to buy more books. The next question is from a bouquet. And she asks, what is your favorite genre? I'm probably gonna say dystopian or fantasy. Next question is from Ra de Papel, and the question is, what character in a book would you like to sucker punch in the face? And for this, I'm gonna choose from the book Mortal Touch by Leah Clifford, and the main love interest. I don't even remember his name, but right in the face, and then again, throw him off a cliff, kick him right where it hurts, and just run him over with a car. Do something. This guy deserves so much. What book do you love the most, and what's the reason for that? I don't really have one I love the most. I can't pick one that I love the most. I just can't. It's like picking a favorite child when you have a million of them. It's just, obviously there's some you like more, but there's just so many of the ones you like more that there isn't an actual favorite. Did that even make sense? The next question is from Geeky Bear, and they ask, what is your advice to those who want to start booktubing? My advice is just to do it, and just to, you know, do what you find fun and interesting. Do whatever you want. If you want to make really creative, like unique videos, go for it. If you want to make just the standard formula videos, go for it. Do whatever you want to do. Make whatever videos you want. Just do it. Have fun. Enjoy it. The next question is from Neon Gris 8D, and the question is, are there any books you regret buying? Yes. These are all the books that I regret buying. So, I mean, like, just a few. The next question is from Awkward Wanderer, and I am asked, if you could spend one day with any author, who would it be and why? I'm gonna hang out with Sarah J Maas because she's freaking awesome. The next one is from Mary Loves Books, and the question is, what is your favorite young adult series? And currently, I'm gonna go with Throne of Glass. But that's still going, and I've only read 2 books, but I'm kind of obsessed and need the other books now. The next question is from Sophie Doyle, and she asks, how do you read books? Like, do you buy them? Library, Kindle, blah, blah, blah. Majority of them I buy. Because I have a book buying problem. It used to be always library. I was a library person. I didn't own very many books. Then that changed, and ever since the day I decided to start buying books, I haven't stopped. And Kindle, I really only get it for books that are really only on Kindle. The next question is by Booking Awesome, and the question is, if you could have any one superpower, what would it be? To be able to control time. Like, if I could stop time, please, please give that to me. Or teleport. Just both of those. Where I can stop, like, literally, I could pause time. I could just read as much as I want, then I could play it back up, hang out with people, pause it, continue to read. Like, literally, I would no longer be like, so many books, so little time. Like, I would have all the time in the world to read all the books I wanted. And then teleporting because I'm lazy. Alrighty guys, that is the end of all the beautiful questions. Thank you so much everyone for asking me questions, and I hope that my answers were actually good and you were actually interested and I didn't like just bore you to tears. If I did, you could feel free to comment and be like, girl, you get interesting because you're so boring. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye.